Blog Talk Radio.
All right, what's up, y'all? Let's get the intro in the building. We do that so we can trigger some people out the bushes.
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up out there in these YouTube streets? Let us first have a moment of silence for the greatest rock and roll star to ever do it. Little Richard passed away today at the age of 87. So definitely let's do a moment of silence for the father of rock and roll. All right. So I came on here because I am a fan of Little Richard. First of all, I work in a nursing home, so I would hear his records all the time. And of course, I watched the movie. And, I could relate, seeing him being, well, I think he said he was gay, bi, whatever he did. He did it when it wasn't comfortable to do it, right? To express yourself, to be different. And he did all of that. I mean, his music was dope. Y'all know about Tutti Frutti, good Miss Molly, Long Tall Sally, and just to name a few. And he was himself. And he did not get along with his father, of course, because his father thought he was gay. If you know the history of that. And of course, he denied being gay for a long time. And then he came out and said he liked both men and women. So I am definitely, and then a little history, Michael Jackson purchased Little Richard catalog, and he gave it back to Little Richard. That is what I've heard. I don't know how true it is. I believe it's true because so many people have said it. And let me definitely take my prep. So everybody was saying that, he, like most artists, they estate, they give it to the white man steal it, or they sign it over to them. And Michael Jackson, of course, purchased it and gave it back to him. So, and he definitely did that. And I just want to just say, I'm definitely praying for his family and everybody that's fan and supporter of him. Because like I said, I listen to his records a lot. Because I work with the elderly and we play those records on a regular. And so I kind of like fell in love. And then I saw the biopic of Little Richard, and I definitely was dope. And then I loved him in the movie, even though he had a small part. Why Do Fools Fall in Love? That was a dope movie. So I love to see him in that. Then, of course, When I was watching Martin on BET Plus, I saw Little Richard had a little cameo on there. So I've always fallen in love with his work and with his skill set, even though he never like had those top 10 hits in the 60s and the 70s and 80s. He have always kept going. He have always kept going. He battled with he battled with spirituality and music, and I get it. I think that comes from when you get into the gospel world, spiritual world, you always denounce it. So I'm definitely gonna pray for the family. And he lived a life, 87 years old. Like that's a blessing. Like you made it like 8+ decades. That's a blessing. And his career, his music will always live on. So I did see the Little Richard movie. I did see that. And I remember watching James Brown movie biopic, and they had Little Richard played a part in that movie. They had his of course his character played a part in the movie, and I think that was dope. I think that's great. Definitely got done watching Hollywood Part 1 through I think Part 7. That movie was so great because that really told a story of being gay in Hollywood, and you couldn't be open. I don't think how many people are blessed now being in the LGBTQ community to come out. It is nowhere near like it was in the 50s, in the 60s. Yet we still have problems, but because of the strength of those that came before us, we can be open. We can express ourselves. We don't have to be in the closet. We don't have to hide. We don't have to be in an underground society. We can be out and open. And a lot of people in the gay community have a lot of power in Hollywood. But back in the day, it exists, but you had to be private. You couldn't come out and hold your lover's hand. You couldn't come out kissing on another man, you a man, or kissing on another woman. You literally had to keep that a secret. You couldn't do it. If you wanted to live, if you wanted to survive, if you wanted to make it to see another day, you couldn't definitely do it. Right? Let me take this antibiotic because I got to get this root canal. All right. Ooh, I'm just got that. So I'm doing this show, and we're gonna get into Tasha K. Now we got into Little Richard first. Let's get into Tasha. So on yesterday, I had the pleasure of first and foremost walking, exercising, meditating. What I do best, and of course, I am definitely reading this book, Curtis Jackson. Book, y'all know who he is, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. So I'm actually reading that. And so I was out, walking, exercising, and I hear Tasha K go live, and she was addressing, Princess Ray J. And she was saying about Princess that she told Princess, the wife of Ray J, the brother of Brandy, that she should take Ray J for all that he got, that she should not be one of them women that say keep everything. And Tasha K were saying that, Ray J is definitely still trying to outdo his sister Brandy. So she put that in there. So we kept on going. Then of course Tasha K said something about Kaya is a better rapper than Trina. That Kaya is a better rapper than Trina. That Kaya roast and gag is way better than Trina, and that she believed that Trina is scared to go head to head with Kaya because Kaya will outshine her, and that Kaya aged really good because Kaya did not sleep with the industry man like Trina, and that Kaya allegedly sleep with a tired man, and that she's married to somebody that worked at a tire shop. A tire shop where you get your tires done. That's what she said. Allegedly, Kaya is married to. And she said Kaya don't care. She be in front of the bookshelf. She get her eyebrow art. She really, really don't care. But of course, she said the booty and all that stuff is fake. But she said all that. So, we're listening. Then we get to it. I'm listening what she had to say. Then she said allegedly that Nene Leakes is on drugs. And I'm listening. I really didn't get into that piece because I was there for Beyonce. And then she said, please do not spam the comments with bumblebees because YouTube are taking channels spamming people with bumblebees. And they're spamming, all that with the emojis. So Tasha K were talking about Beyonce, and of course she gets into Tekashi 6ix9ine, and let's put Tekashi on things. So she had on her wig, and her colorful wig, very entertaining. Her rainbow wig, I was entertained. I laughed. I think that was funny. I think that was a good thing. I wish I would have thought about wearing the rainbow wig. I wasn't really thinking like that, but I know next time to put on my rainbow wig and put the tattoo on my face. But she did an incredible job doing that with that piece about the Tekashi 6ix9ine. And then she was talking about Meek Mills and all of that. But this is what I got to say towards Meek Mill. This is what I got to say. Meek Mills, you are jealous. You are a jealous queen because you are mad that Meek Mill got out of jail and he capitalized off of getting out of jail. You wanted to be an activist. He been a snitch. Snitch are more entertaining than being an activist. And let me tell you what a lot of people didn't want to say because they was afraid to say. It was your fault because you want to pop a Willie. It was your fault for breaking your probation violation. It was your fault you wasn't following the rules. If you would have listened and followed the law and stopped trying to break the rules, you would have never had to serve that much time in jail. Okay, if you would have listened to folks, you wouldn't have had to serve all that time in jail. You wanted to go and break the law, so you had to pay the price. You had to be compliant with your probation, and you wasn't being compliant. You still want to pop willies. You still want to do this. You still want to do that. And you're upset that this younger guy, this Mexican, like he said, with rainbow hair, is gotten the audience and literally getting more respect than you. We are not in 1980 anymore. We're not in the 1990s. This ain't no East Coast, no West Coast. All that stuff is gone. We are in the traditional of millennials. We are in the tradition of the social media era. These kids don't give a damn about no Biggie, Tupac beef and all that. Don't snitch. Don't do that. They don't do that. They gonna snitch today. They are not holding up to this code. So that street code that you living up to, Meek Mill, Tekashi don't live up to that. He have always been a troll, and I always call him trolling. Successful. He's a successful troll. He know how to troll. He know how to clap back, and his music is off the chain. The kids love his music. I don't care if I can't understand it. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Are you mad? Are you dumb? Are you mad? Some of the stuff I understand, some of the stuff I don't, but I still shake my butt. I see the beat sound good. Some of the stuff I don't understand. Sound like a bunch of gibberish, but the beat sound good. And the kids of today, the people that actually ban hip-hop music, are actually going to buy his music. Regardless of it is, he can be this, he could be a snitch, but they're going to buy and purchase his music. Meek Mills, you need to realize and go back to your drawing board and say, how can I compete with a young man that know how to get the social media game? If you want so far up Nicki Minaj behind and talking about Nicki and focus on your music and focus on your rollout, you will be getting that type of media attention as well. But no, you're too busy focused about everybody else. He's gonna be safe. I don't think nothing gonna happen to Tekashi 6ix9ine, to be honest with you, especially with my connects in the industry, who is actually protecting him. I'm not gonna say it, but it's some people that is protecting Tekashi 6ix9ine that ain't no gang gonna even try to come after him because he's well protected, because somebody in that industry wanted him out because he is a golden goose. And my theories is right on, because when he came out, look how many millions downloads, people banned his single. There are 2 million people on Instagram. So whatever it is, those people in power in them boardroom that don't look like no Meek, and they dang on sure don't look like no Wiley, that sit in them boardrooms are making sure that he's protected at all costs. They'll make sure to get him them fake chains, get him them fake watches, to make sure his persona is intact, because they already know as long as you are selling the people a dream that he's so rich and he's so great, they will draw to him. That's why I said I was the king of talk. Many people got mad when I said I was the king of talk. It's better than being a prince of talk. I said I'm the king of talk. Only kings get talked about. All right, so he's going to be well protected. Ain't that for what I heard in the industry, he's going to be well protected. Maybe one day on Patreon I get into who's my conspiracy, who's probably protecting him, but right here I probably get on that Patreon. But back to you, Meek. You're jealous and you're mad and you're jealous. And the reason why your jealousy is spewing out because you're upset that he's dominating the industry right now. A Mexican with rainbow color hair and tattoos on his face with chains. I don't know if it's fake or not, with beautiful women and that's shaking. You upset that he ain't got to write all them bars and all that. He can come up with some jubal. Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Make sense a little bit. And it's catchy. You got to keep up with the times. Ain't nobody in there writing all them bars, singing all them. It ain't too many rappers like that. You, in order to be successful as a rapper, you got to sound gibberish. You can't write this. If you want to make it now, you got to keep up with what today the kids want. The kids ain't checking for no that type of rap with messages that make you think conscious. They ain't checking for all that type of stuff. They ain't checking for my dookie gaga, boom 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 bam bam how you like that? That's good. That's good. Mumbo jumbo rap, okay? It is what it is. As long as the kid's bad, you're gonna get more mumbo jumbo can't understand type of rap, okay? Because it make millions. While you keep with your mouth for you ain't lying, you gotta be a mumble rapper. You definitely gotta be a mumble rapper. The fact that Tekashi had more black women in the video for the majority of black rappers, he's not even black. Did anyone notice? I noticed that he had black women. He had black women. He wasn't like some of these other queens that call black women monkeys. He put black women on the map because he know black women got the power. Because if you embrace black women gonna be they gonna embrace that because they got the power. Black women is the future. Because they the queen of the world, but they are the future. Black woman, it is hot to be a black woman right now, and he's capitalizing on that. They didn't do that by mistake. They did it for a reason. They planned to see because they want to see a black woman president. Whoever's right there, they did it for a reason. It's for conversation, and they're doing something that typically a lot of these rappers don't want to put black women on. Black woman is hot to be black. To be a black woman, y'all doing it. The statistics showed it. Y'all got the power. Now, get that power and run with it. Black woman. It is very hot right now to be a black woman. Very, very hot. Very, very hot to be a black woman. It's in there. It's in to be a black woman. So he put them up in there, and they mad and they jealous. They upset at Tekashi 6ix9ine. But Tekashi 6ix9ine is protected. He's very well protected. And I was watching Hollywood, and this is why it's so important to watch Hollywood. Well, one of the episodes in Hollywood, it was a guy that was down low, and it was an article that was going to come out. Somebody was a male prostitute. He got arrested, but he was an actor, so they was about to put this movie out. But they was about to write this article about one of the actors being a prostitute. So the studio brought in the guy that's on the deal and said, you need to handle this. He said, I got it. So he talked to people in the industry. He talked to some guys, some very bad guys, and they handled that situation. And them same type of guys that they put in that movie, they still got power in the industry today. And I probably get into that in another video. But y'all don't read, y'all don't watch documentaries. It is real in the music industry. You got some people in that music industry. If you protected by the right one, ain't nobody even gonna sneeze by you unless they get permission by this crew, about this crew. It exists. It exists. Y'all don't believe me. You don't have to believe me, but it do exist. So he 38 million views in less than 24 hours. All of that is in there as well. So he definitely doing it. And a lot of people is mad. A lot of black people is mad. Just step up your cookies. Get it is. It's very, very, very good to be a Mexican. You know, they are taking over the world. Hispanic, Spanish speaking folks are taking over. It is a market to be bilingual. Okay, in order to compete really in this industry, you have to be bilingual. That's why Cardi B gonna always eat, because if it's draining and being in English, she can always do an Espanol at any time. That's why she have advanced so quickly, because she could be marketed in hip hop, she could be marketed in Spanish records, she could be marketed and whatever. It's two powerful demographics that they can market her as. It ain't too many rappers that can rap English and in Spanish. Not too many bilinguals. Tekashi is one of them. So You got a lot of people that are supporting him that speak Spanish that are supporting Tekashi as well, right? So yeah, Meek Mill, again, you're looking like a clown right now. You're looking like your press is looking like you the part of the oppity ops because you upset with Tekashi 6ix9ine success. So what that he snitched? So what? He snitched. Oh well, he made good music. The kids don't care that he snitched. Only thing they care about is his music. Okay. So what? You might as well get your socks together, cry in your sock because Tekashi is here. Just go on and just blow your tears in that sock because it is. We are in a new day. Ain't nobody holding on to that street code no more. They gonna snitch, especially with Miss Rona going on. Everybody goes. Even Bill Cosby want to snitch on somebody allegedly to get out of jail. I don't know who he want to snitch on. He want to snitch on somebody, but whatever it is, ain't nobody holding on to that oath like that. Unless you from the old school, you just want to be dumb and hold on to it. That's you. If you want to sit in prison for the rest of your life just to hold on, let you down, you be dumb. Okay, let me put this sock down because you know I got this sock. It's gonna trigger somebody with this sock. So let me put this sock down. Let me put it down. You know, every time I get that sock, baby, when you get that sock, you need to cry when you get that sock. Dab it. Let me little dab it. It is a clean sock though. It is a clean sock. Look how white it is. Look how white this sock is. A sock. Man, you must be powerful. You can make somebody cry in a sock. You are a powerful person. You make somebody. If you make somebody come out with a sock merchandise and you made a joke and they come out with a sock merchandise, you are the king. I know I'm the king. Let me say, you made your girl. You made her come up with her own sock merchandise. Cause I was the one that came up with the sock. All right, boom. I made her come out with the sock. And of course, I don't know if she gonna give me some credit, but all I know is I came up with the sock joke. Anywho, let me move on because every time I pick up a sock, people get triggered. But I came up with the chop, and then the white man came and he stole it. And then the black woman, she came and she stole it. But I was the one that said the white stop crying in your sock. I came up with all that, and then of course she gonna take it and ain't gonna give me the credit. But y'all know who came up with the sock. I came up with the sock first. Let me stop. I actually like her. So make sure y'all go get that lady sock. I want her to be sold out in 24 hours. The industry plan was only to infiltrate the hip-hop community. They might for 2 hours. So I want to say this. Now let's get into so we talk about Tekashi. See how he's dominating the platform? It was so boring when Tekashi before he got out. It was like boring in the industry. It was like the industry was boring. Everybody was doing verses. It wasn't nothing really hot before he got out. Since this pandemic, he made it entertaining. He made it entertaining when he got out. Because when he got out, he do like some of you singers do, wait all day. And he went on and he released a record. He just got it on. Didn't waste no time. Released the record. Got on Instagram with 2 million folks. Got two beautiful women just dancing with rainbow colors. He's speaking to the LGBT community as well. They're supporting of him. That happen to be probably white. That really got the coinage. You know what I'm saying? Bob, John, and all of them. They're going to purchase his music. Tekashi just released a rollout of his merchandise. I didn't buy it because I have my own merchandise for sale. That's what I put on my shirt. I'm not gonna buy his merchandise, but I'm just telling you. But he just released his merchandise. I just saw it on there. He got brand new merchandise. I'm wearing it in the video. The stuff that he had on the video. Now he's selling it on there, and I would say free use U.S. shipping on all orders over $200. So as you can see, $60 for the Goba hoodie yellow album bundle. Then you got the Goba hoodie black for $60. Then you got the Goba hoodie green album bundle, $60. Then you got the Goba joggers yellow album bundle, $50. Then you got the shirt, the Goba tee green, $35. So he's capitalized on it. And guess what? Them folks gonna buy it. His marketing team is really smart. He ain't like y'all sitting around hiding somewhere. He's fearless. Come on, somebody. He up there selling it. And I'm glad, though, we got another fearless person. Yes, did she cry in her sock? Absolutely, she cried in her baby's sock. But did she stop? No. Now she capitalizing off of that. And she said, I got my new sock line. I'm crying because I can't sock you. I don't know what quote that she did doing with. She's capitalizing off the sock. Let me see. Let me go to it. I don't know why people would block me. This is good promo. This make people want to get the sock. If you block me, well, hey. Crying because I can't sock you. And that's the one she going with. And I said, go with that, crying because I can't sock you. And then she said, quote, I'll be adding the sock designs, but you can get your merch on the Teespring store. And the person who came up with the slogan, I will PayPal you your cash. I need you to provide your email under the comment. Well, PayPal me my cash because I'm the one that made the joke stick. Everybody try to take my joke. I made it stick. But anywho, just long as she come on over and grace me with her presence and stuff like that, it don't make me no difference. Just come on over here and embrace me with your presence. Let me go on and move on. Okay, controversial negative is the best promotion these days for artists, and people fall for it every time. They does, especially over here at the Wiley Show. They got Catfish. Then you got some people that used to moderate and still work with us, and they went on, got a platform. I told them, I said, I know how you can get your audience. Jump on the Catfish train. You'll get your audience. Start doing Survivor. And now that person get an audience. I said, you better listen to me. They really think I'm dumb and stupid. No, I embrace controversy. So, all right. Is that somebody I catfish? I think that was somebody I catfish that walked past. I'm going to have to catfish him again. He getting too comfortable walking out in these Dallas streets. He need to be catfish again. I need to humble him again. He walked too cool around me like that. He gave me a little smirk. So that means he want me to catfish him again. So we'll do it. Just keep on walking. Don't worry. I'll make another account. All right. Wiley ain't finna let the saga go. And I can't really let it go. So let's get into Beyonce. So so Tasha can't. What we gotta say, Brandy? First of all, before we get to Beyonce, because Tasha spilled a lot of tea. And some of that tea she spilled, I almost had to, almost fell down at the park walking the dog. So she said, yeah, Brandy's a big fan of the winos. I drag Brandy. That's what she said. But her daddy got some old wine. There's this lady that hit me up that he got this baby he didn't take care of. And the child is grown, but that's some old school wine. Maybe I get a little bit older. I'll talk about it. So let me tell you, so wait a minute. Brandy daddy was a Rolling Stone according to Tasha. Is that true? Is Willie? You better tell me, is Willie Norwood a Rolling Stone? She said that. I was like, I heard that. Did y'all hear that? She said her Brandy daddy is a Rolling Stone. That he got a little baby on the side, grown adult, and he ain't take care of the baby. He's a grown adult. I would like to get that story. I would like to know what's going on with that story. I want to know, is that's why Brandy was sitting up in her room? I want to know, was that the reason why she was sitting up in her room? Because she found out that she got a sibling that they really can't show no respect for. I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to Brandy about that. Tasha even said, and yes, Tasha said that Kelly Rowland's son looks like Jay-Z. Tasha K said that Kelly Rowland's son looked like Jay-Z. That's what she said. Ain't no lies. She said, don't go and run that. And she said she was joking, but she said it. I was joking about the sock, but here y'all hold me up to that sock thing. Oh, you said that about the sock. Like she was joking about it. I was joking about the sock. Yeah, she was joking. She said that Kelly Rowland's son looked like Jay. That's what Tasha K said. I heard that story before she mentioned it, though. All right. That's what I heard. Tasha wrong for doing Kelly like that. I don't think Kelly is Beyonce half sister. I think Kelly is his first love child. So I hear all of that in the comments and stuff like that. And then she get it to Beyonce. She said she got a call from Texas. And she said that Beyonce did not want to put the record out because the record was not ready. So the record came out, and that's why she not promoting the record at all. Because it is. But my understanding is Beyonce did the record out of a favor for her husband because Megan Thee Stallion is a part of the Roc Nation family. So Beyonce did it as a charity to help those that are in need in Houston. But the record is doing extremely well. It's literally neck and neck for the number one spot of the Hot 100 charts. I'm hearing that both Savage and Say So is battling neck and neck for that number one spot, which I think is very iconic. But another source told me that Nicki and Tasha talked before the episode, and that Nicki wanted Tasha to pretty much make Beyonce to look crazy to promote Nicki Minaj single. And it kind of seemed to be right, because every time that when she got back with Nicki Minaj, she always uplift Nicki in a sense, and she trying to talk negative about Beyonce. But I think it's because ever since Nicki got Tasha on Queen Radio, she feels as though her loyalty is with Nicki. But if Beyonce were to invite Tasha K to Roc Nation and give her an exclusive interview, then her loyalty will be with the highest bidder, Beyonce. So I definitely do believe that Tasha K had a conversation with Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj have pretty much bought her to defend her, because ever since that the whole incident when she agreed that her husband, about Nicki Minaj's husband, because Tasha came up with it, I think ever since she talked with Nicki and apologized to Nicki, and she looked so crazy and foolish with a lot of her critics, now she is really defending Nicki, right? You will never see her dragging. This is all alleged. This is all alleged. This is all how my brain works. I believe she talked with Nicki and everything like that to keep that good relationship going, because this industry is all about relationships, right? That's what they tell me. They said, oh, this industry is all about relationship. Yes. Or this industry could be about, you can make people that don't necessarily have a relationship with you, but will bang on your door and willing to do business because you use your brain and you change up the industry. So it can go both ways. Yes, this industry is about relationship, but with the type of spirit I have, I think my talent going to speak for itself, and people just going to be like, even though I can't stand your black behind, I still want to do business, because guess what, Brother Wiley, you good for business. It can go both ways. Because people that say they will never work with Wiley came over here and they creep over, they see what I do, they come right over here and we do shows together. So with all that is said, a lot of these folks just be talking. They be right up over here. And we work with a lot of people, front of the camera and also behind the scenes. How y'all be knowing what these celebrities do and don't do? It's don't know. I really don't know, to be honest with you, Ty. I'm just like everybody else. I have sources, I have voices in my head, and a voice in my head told me that that's really going on. Okay. But we will have the phone lines open up. But in my last subject of discussion, everybody said, Wiley, why are you so obsessed with Mr. Wiggins? And Wiley, why you this and why you that? It is so simple, because I am a marketing person. I know in order for my show to compete, you always attach yourself to somebody that is hot. And somehow I didn't have to try that hard, because I have access to that brother and we work together. So I always show that. And now that he have gone, and I kept very, very quiet from him, but when he started to grow and he started to use this power, I said, oh, this is the time that I really can put it out there. Here we go. Boom, boom, bam, bam, bam. And then this another thing too. I remember when I was sitting down and people was like, yeah, Tasha K sharing Wiley, and he not even at his 10,000, and she shared him and came and put him on. And I always remember that. I don't forget stuff. And I said, okay, it's going to be a time when I'm going to be able to clap back again. And this time it's going to be stronger than ever before. And ever before now, in this particular instance, it's so hot. My show is hotter. My show is garnering more viewership. People are watching. People are giving. They really love. And beefs are very profitable online. Y'all love beef. Y'all can sit here, act like y'all don't, but y'all drop up out the bushes. I see folks that I never seen before call in, and y'all love it. Okay, he's the hottest thing, and hot. And then Tasha side, and I insert myself, and people drop out the bus. They drag me. Then the series is hot, and y'all love it. No matter what y'all had to say, y'all are entertained, and y'all here watching. You can't say nothing. Even if you say, I ain't entertained, I'm leaving, as long as you still commented, you are entertained. Y'all entertained because y'all be giving him. I be watching the tweets. Wiley said this about you. He said that about you. Y'all love it. Y'all keep it going. Even when I stop, y'all bring his name, and it's so obsessed. I get emails and stuff like that. I said, "Whoa, I didn't even know it was gonna work that effective because I haven't even tried. I haven't even got to phase 2. We still in phase 1. These people really love the mess. They really, really, absolutely love the drama, and it's great. And it's awesome. And what got me, anytime when you beef with somebody and they respond to you, that's when you keep going. Why stop when it's getting good, when you getting a response, when people clapping back, and you think this is the time that you get quiet? No, this is the time we just keep hitting the gas. This is what we do over here. And we doing it, and I think an incredible good job. The mess is very entertaining. Everything is very entertaining in this. So, man, even the finance sector beefing over the stimulus check. So we do have the phone lines open up. 646-716-8447. 646-716-8447. It is what it is. Let me definitely play the intro again because people are getting really triggered by this.
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
Everybody, you will come in contact when you in business, when you're growing. You will come in contact with somebody that always think they're better than you. And them the type of people I love being around. Because I love to shut people up that always think they're better. I love working with people that always say, oh, I'm such the greatest. I don't need nobody. I don't respond to the bottom. And I love work with the type of people and prove that you're not so above on that throne. You know, when these people say, I don't respond to people at the butt of the bottom with the ops, and they do everything else, and they just be responding. But then you just say you respond to the op because you lie, and I be easily doing it. They make a post, I make a post. They say the Prince of Talk, I'm the king of talk. I can't produce, I'm gonna take the producers. They can't even keep up no more. And they really thought, because yeah, he catfish. They really thought I'd have been came up with the catfish thing. And this is just, they never seen the people that I catfish. They never seen the folks yet. I'm going to bring the folks that I actually catfish. They never seen the folks. They never seen them. Oh, baby. And put on your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the ride. We about to get it in. All right. Okay. 1587. I mean, no, I'm sorry. 1586. Caller, you on the air. 1586. Turn me down in the background. How you doing? 1586. Area code 937. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, sister.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing all right. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm calling about the statement you said earlier about the Beyonce.
Tell us.
Um, Basically, you think Nicki is paying her off or whatever. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think Nicki does a good job promoting a lot of the music that she does. Anytime she does music with people, she promotes it all the time. Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, she does it. She promotes music all the time. Now, Beyonce, on the other hand, and I'm a Beyonce fan. I've been to concerts and everything, but she really doesn't promote a lot of people's music. She promotes what she wants to promote, you know. And I just find that very strange. You know, anything that you attach your name to, you need to promote, and it goes from that, you know. So I do feel the type of way that she's really not promoting Megan's song right now, because it's like, you know, this is a big hit for Megan, and I mean, I really want Megan to be number one too, because this is big for her. You know, everybody counted her out, but for real, she's really doing her thing right now. And well, they just need to. I just think Beyonce have to do better. She just have to do better, and that don't take away from everything she does do.
But the song, but you gotta
like,
understand
yeah,
is,
some
to
of her bitches
me,
just don't
that
basically
shows you the
share
power of
information with others.
Beyonce.
But Tasha K, she be just going in on people. Like,
Right. But
I know
that's,
that
can
she
I
talked
answer that,
about.
ma'am? That shows
She
the
was
power
just
of Beyonce, because Beyonce don't need to promote it, and the song is still doing well. Just her presence on the record made the song to be discussed as
right.
being a number one hit. And if it hit to be number one and Beyonce didn't promote it, that just show you how much power Beyonce really have. That mean that verse spoke for itself.
I mean, yes, of course. Anything Beyonce touch, of course, is gonna turn platinum no matter what. But it doesn't seem kind of odd that she's not promoting it. Though.
No,
At least, like,
a queen don't
on her
need to
story
promote
or
like
stuff.
that. She's the queen, and I think that the record is dope. Her being on the record is dope. It's not a Beyonce record. She's a feature artist. It is their job. If you're on the record, Megan, girl, it's your job. You need to promote it. You need to push this record. It ain't no Beyonce. She's not the main artist. She's the featured artist. So if Beyonce come out and overdo it, then that dims Megan light, and then people will say, well, only time that song is number one because Beyonce promoted it heavily and she was on all the radio interviews, and that's the only reason why she got a number one hit. But if it gets number one, then people really can't say it was because of Beyonce promoted. But what they will say, it was only number one because Beyonce was on the record. But I just think Beyonce probably pulled back to not outshine Megan moment. Let Megan promote it. Let Megan sing the praises. Let Megan, because the focus is Megan Thee Stallion, not Beyonce. And I think that if Beyonce will overdo it on her page, it will turn into a Beyonce record and people forget about Megan. And Beyonce don't want that, especially when her husband and her, because she's into marriage, they put so much into Megan, they want to make sure she's good.
Yeah, I can agree with that. And then, I mean, maybe I just see things different, but okay. But another thing is with the Tekashi 6ix9ine. I don't know what is wrong with folks. I would have been telling too. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, they just got so much to say about this man. Like, he was facing how many years in jail? I would have been telling on any, meeny, miny, and mo. Okay, like, no, And then what they did to him, they was dead wrong. Like, he owes them nothing. He owes them nothing. You know, he was basically giving you guys money, helping you guys get from where you guys is at, and then y'all turned around and did all that. Man, no. And then on top of that, he made an awesome comeback. Like, the song is fire. You know, he did so many views on Instagram. Like, that was crazy. You know, and he spoke his truth. He did. He spoke his truth, and people hate him for that. You know, like he said, all you guys, y'all been walking around like y'all some real whatever. Y'all been real all y'all lives, and look where it got you. Nowhere. Like, and then it's real fake for real. That's all it is. That's what's wrong with people. They need to start telling.
Right.
They need to start for real. Yeah,
Absolutely.
but that's all I got to say.
Well, thank you so much,
I
man.
really do love your show, Billy. Oh my God, I've just got tuned into your show. I think, how did I get tuned in? Jason Lee. I think he tried to talk. He was talking stuff, and I'm like, who is this Willie character? So I ended up logging into your show, and I was like, oh, okay. I said he is very entertaining. So I've been hooked since. So
Woo,
yeah.
you've been hooked after the Jason Lee piece. Yes, shout out to Hollywood Unlocked.
Yes, I think he did a little segment on you.
He
and
did.
stuff, and I was like, he got, yes, and I said he got his nerve with his Oompa Loompa self.
And I told people, and I was trying to tell, Mr. Wiggins and all of them, I'm saying, this is good promo. Oh, he dragged you,
No,
baby.
real.
This is good publicity.
No, for real. That's how you get people come. Sometimes people be for the smoke, like it was just entertainment. And I'm like,
Absolutely.
what is he talking about? Yes, but you basically you gained, thanks to him, you gained a new subscriber. So
thank you so very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a nice day, okay?
All right, you too. We thank
All
you,
right,
Jason
bye.
Lee. And that's why I tell you to be consistent. One day I said we're going to start the Wiley Book Club. Didn't even know that it was going to take me to higher heights because no other video blog were doing it like we do it over here. And we did not read chapter to chapter. We literally just gave a review and it birthed into a beef. Jason Lee responded to Wiley, and then he took it a step further and he put me in his show Problematic, where he talked about celebrities. And it was so iconic, we gained a lot of subscribers from that situation. And we thank you, because at the end of the day, people would say, well, he dragged you. So what? It's publicity. I don't care if it's bad or good. If you're talking about Wiley, somebody in there ain't gonna know who I am. And you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna go and see what's really going on. They're gonna say, let me see this cockeyed, yellow teeth, crazy individual. And they went on and they went to go see. And the industry was watching too, because they liked the fact that I was roasting and gagging Jason Lee. The industry watched as well. So it is what it is. So let's go. 0225, call you on the air.
Hello, what up, though?
Go ahead. What you got to say?
All right. I got a few things to say on the topic. I'm gonna try to stay on topic because I don't want to drag you. So because I already done that already. But on the Tekashi 6ix9ine, I just feel like he is snitch. I just feel like this whole new generation is just out of control, and people respect snitches out here. And everybody up here talking about I would have snitched too and this and the third. No, that's just not how you rock. Because Tekashi 6ix9ine was a follower. He was a follower trying to get street cred, trying to be in an in crowd, and trying to be a follower. And that's exactly what he get. When you be a follower, that's exactly what you get. If you can't do the crime, don't. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. So he associated with himself in the gang, like I said, just to get street cred and trying to be in the in crowd for the industry. And he bust like a grape. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of stuff that I agree with Meek Mill about. If you a real person from the street and you've been in these streets, like for real, you already know what code it is. It's many people and many rappers that's been out here that have lost their lives for stuff. It's like what he doing right now. This is straight up buffoonery. And I don't care who agree with it, who don't. I just don't do it.
But that's easy said and done. But if you're facing 80 plus years, you're going to get to talking. That's easy to say. Until you facing 80 years, you're going to get to talking. Can you afford to do 80 years in prison? Federal prison, maximum security prison? 80 years. And then they say,
yes, I would. If I put myself in that position,
well, you say that now,
that pays, and knowing the price that it pays to be in a game just to get clout in the industry. Yes,
but what if they mess around with your baby mama? They did not stay faithful. They messed around with your boyfriend.
Okay,
they messed around with your mother.
He did do that to his baby mama. But isn't it correct that he put a hit out on what's his name from Chicago, the Chicago rapper, Chief Keef?
But that's dead. But the people around you, if you said these are your boys, we are in this clique, we represent, we supposed to be faithful to each other. But if you messing around and you ain't holding up to the code, why should he hold up to it?
Because you should already know how that code is, point blank, period. You should, if you know that you're dealing with street dudes and people that's street and hood, you should already know how they go. And he not innocent either, because he was trying, like I said, trying to be in the in crowd and trying to follow and to get clout.
Y'all say that now, but let somebody take y'all grannies or grandmas and granddaddies out, or mamas or sisters. Y'all gonna be help the authorities.
I don't agree with snitching.
Oh, okay. So if somebody take your whole family out, you won't want the person to snitch so they can find out who did it? Be careful to answer that.
Totally different.
No, you said you don't believe in snitching.
It's totally
you don't believe in snitching. If somebody were to take out people in your family, you don't believe in snitching, so they shouldn't snitch.
When you in the game, Wiley,
if they're a gang member, listen. If they're a gang member, listen.
I know you would.
If they're a gang member and they take out people in your family, you ain't gonna want them to snitch. Because if you say no snitching, then they shouldn't say nothing. So you gotta be careful. You say a no snitch spot, and that's why. That's why the crime is so high in these neighborhoods, because y'all want to live by that stupid way of thinking. Because if somebody take you out, the police be coming. Listen, let me tell y'all this. I've been grew up in Inglewood, and it was a detective. He came by a church, and he said one thing that we don't understand, that the community go by this no snitching. This mother didn't believe in snitching. She said, no, I can't help you. And then, but when something happened to her household, she wanted the whole neighborhood to corroborate. She said, the detective pretty much was telling us, she said, y'all need to learn how to cooperate with the authorities to tell us who killed Baby Shaquan. You got to cooperate. And you have to talk.
Scenario than what
in order for the neighborhood to get better, you're gonna have to corroborate. It's just what regardless of whatever it is. Whatever it is,
that's totally different.
That's why I tell people this: don't join no gangs, because you will have people in there that will tell on you and snitch. I've lost brothers to that. I lost sisters, cousins, whatever it is. I tell them don't join it, because these folks ain't your friends. They will throw your black behind under the bus, and they be out scot-free, and you have to serve 30 to 40 plus years. That's you. If you want to live that life, go right here. That ain't a life for me, and that ain't a life for a whole lot of people. Because a whole lot of folks, when you get in that room and the district attorney, Mr. Wiley, come up in there and be like, okay, you're facing 80 years, but if you tell on these other folks and tell us what we want to know, you can leave in 2. Which one you gonna do? The 80 or the 2? Most people gonna take the 2.
My 80s because I'm a real G.
They not gonna take no 80.
Real G. And I stick to the code and what it is.
All right, then.
I'm a ride or die type of person.
Okay.
And to get on the subject, Stallion, Megan Thee Stallion, Beyonce, I agree with it's Megan Thee Stallion to shine, and Beyonce don't have to actually promote it, because she already the bigger grand artist. So like you just said, so it's up to Megan to promote it and stuff like that. And like Kaya, she just trash. She just straight trash. She don't have no hits. And she up there riding on Trina coattail, just like you riding on Armand coattail.
All right.
That's all I had to say. Hashtag Rico Reports.
Okay. All right. 4022, call you on air.
Hi, Wiley. How you doing?
Yeah, real G, but yeah, you cried over another man. Go ahead, 4022.
Wiley.
Go ahead.
Wiley.
Talk to me.
First of all, I want to say, hello?
Talk to me.
Wiley.
Yes, talk on the subject, man.
Wiley. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. First of all, I want to say, don't you start that bullshit talking about Nikki was on the phone with Tasha.
Don't you start. Hold on, let me put you on mute. Don't start out that cussing. You have that one cuss word. And we're going to let you back on. Don't start with that ghetto-ness, not today. You can be ghetto next week on our ghetto
I'm
day.
not ghetto. I'm country, but I'm not ghetto.
Okay, but just don't start with that ghetto behavior. Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, don't start that. Don't even put that energy out there. But I want to come in on Tasha. Y'all ain't talking about Tasha saying that Trina ain't no queen because she gay. Did y'all hear her say that? Wiley.
I'm listening to them. Finish your point. I can't answer your question. I want to see what you got to say. Finish with your statement.
Did you hear her say that?
See her say what?
That Trina ain't no queen because she gay.
I don't know.
Well, she didn't say because. She said she ain't no queen. And then she whispered, you gay. But wasn't she rolling for the community not too long ago? Why?
Talk.
And how you gonna tell me to talk when everybody else that came on here, you talking with them as I don't want.
No, you finish your statement. You finish your statement. I want to see what else you got to say. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not here to get interviewed.
What else to say behind that? Next subject. With 6ix9ine. With 6ix9ine, I don't even understand why so many people got so much to say about it and they ain't gangster. I go online, ain't nobody gangster, not even Meek Mill. So why he got something to say when he the one that was the street code? What gangster nigga on the internet arguing with a female? He sat here, he was with Nicki all this time. When Nicki broke up with him, he gonna come online years after to say that Nicki knew about her brother. What is that? When you were laying up with her during the time that she supposedly have known about it. That's not snitching. And then with 6ix9ine, how the hell you expect somebody to be loyal to you when you're not loyal to them? That makes no sense. How y'all saying 6ix9ine know what he got into? So that means that if y'all saying 6ix9ine knew what he got into, that means 6ix9ine knew that there was no loyalty there. So why, if you expect if you don't have loyalty, why expect it? That's on both parts. And then Nicki at night, she sitting up here saying about being snitched, but then when that dude got killed, she went all the way through this dude's Facebook page showing shit that he was doing. So you know so much about the streets, baby. You was snitching because you was helping the police investigate his Facebook page. That's snitching. And that's all I have to say.
Well, thank you so much, caller. All right. She said like 2 cuss words. Let's go. We got the best callers in the world, baby. Anonymous, you live on the air. Go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, caller.
Hey. Okay. All right, this is what I got to say. I got a question, right? Everybody keep talking about they don't blame 6ix9ine for snitching on the people and his people because they were scoring the baby mama and they used to beat him up and took money from him and all that. And so that's justifiable. Okay. But what about what made him go and tell on his homeboy Kuda B that he brought into the industry, and Kuda B sit up there and went and did him a favor over a beef with Keith Chief that he had nothing to do with? What was his reasoning for switching on him? Secondly, what was his reason to sit up there and put Cardi B inside the situation when he went to court? He don't know her from a can of paint. So what is the excuse for him to do that? You get what I'm saying? So everybody keeps saying, oh, they don't blame him for snitching because these dudes was schooling baby mama and all this, that, and the third. For one, Sarah said that she never messed with him. So that's up in the air. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't understand how. I just feel like it's just an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just like my homegirl that I've been friends with since I was in elementary school or whatever, sit up there and get me to sit up there and beat a girl up for her or whatever. And then when the police come to her, she go and snitch on me and tell who did it. So that was just a whole bunch of BS in regards to, it was just an excuse or whatever in regards to him snitching. And I do not agree with that, 100% don't agree with that. And at the same time, it's like, and I'm kind of mad at my peoples too, and my black people, because you guys let a little Mexican come in and destroy your whole livelihood. Like your life is basically over and whatever. And he's now right in the forefront, put like in bold with it, putting got a rat as a face, and it's killing the game. I just think, man, this here day, man, this generation is just crazy. Back in my time, like you just couldn't do no mess like that.
All right. But we are in a new time today. We are in 2020.
Yeah, we are. I just don't agree with it. That's crazy. You know, and I want to see what people got to say about that. And I cannot wait till he get and doing the interviews, because trust me, that's going to be brought up. That is going to be brought up or whatever. He's going to go through the whole thing about, they said they did this to me, they did that to me, they was extorting me, and this, that, and the third. Okay, brother. So what was your excuse for you putting Cardi B in your mouth? And you don't know this girl. What's your excuse for you sitting up there and writing on your homeboy? You got a whole mother of a song you made after this dude. What's your excuse for that?
I feel you on that.
And I wonder what he's gonna say.
All right, thank you, caller. We're gonna go to the next caller. Thank you.
All right.
All right, y'all call it in. Anonymous, you're live on the air. Turn me down the background. Hello, Anonymous.
All right.
Hello.
Call it in.
All right, you gotta have me turned down. 7950. You're live on the air. 7950, last four. Area code 912.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
Hi, Wiley. Hi, chat.
Hi.
I just have one question for everybody. Can the chat please, one by one, put the 10 hits that Trina has? I've been racking my brain for a week and I don't know. So if you know, or you can kind of hit me up on what her hits are, because I still don't understand why she's so upset. That is all. You guys have a good day.
4022, call you on the air. 4022, you live on the air. All right.
Wiley, I'm reading the comment section. Wiley.
Go ahead. Let's stay on the subject.
I'm the one that just called, and I'm reading the comment section. For one, I don't have kids. I have a child.
Okay, man. Hold on. Let me put you on mute. We're not going to be addressing the comments. You're going to be addressing the subject, okay?
Because
we're not going to address the comments. We're going to address the subject matter.
No, I'm going to address you too, because you good at allowing your people to bully people. But then how do you feel that you like want to?
Listen, let me explain to you. You cannot pay attention to the comments and let the comments get to you. Let me tell you why. Because people gonna say what they want to say about you, just like they talk about me. If I allow what people say to me in the comments get to me, guess what? I'm gonna have to hide in a box in a corner, a cardboard box in a corner somewhere, or maybe be in a mental institution for the rest of my life if I pay attention to the comments. Because every day it ain't gonna be no good comments. Some days it's gonna be good, some days it's gonna be bad. You can't be paying attention to these comments, especially with folks you don't even know these folks, to get under your skin like that. If you do that, ma'am, you can never be no entrepreneur. You can't be no designer. Because guess what? Folks gonna always criticize. And another thing that I have learned, if they know it gets to you and it makes you bad, get you cussing, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna turn it up a little higher. They gonna never gonna stop. People gonna talk about you. It is what it is. When you go, when they come up to that casket, they gonna look and talk about, oh, they ain't put enough makeup on. That wasn't a good makeup. I seen it happen. You got to learn how, just like my mama says, Mother's Day next tomorrow. She said, Wiley, you gonna have to learn how to get up out of people, because they gonna talk about you. That is what it is. But go ahead, man. 4022. What else you got to say?
Said fuck the criticism. I'm talking about you entertaining. You entertaining me.
Okay, no cussing though. You
Like,
gotta
none of y'all play against my intelligence, because y'all don't have it. Y'all don't have logic.
Okay. All
Y'all
right.
always contradicting yourselves.
All right, but thank you, ma'am. We're gonna stick on the subject.
What?
We're gonna have to stick on the subject because you upset about some comments. Unless you Beyonce or Megan, if you want to talk about that, we talk about that. But you talk about because you upset with some comments right now. We have to put you on mute. We address you at the end. 4430, call you on the air.
Hey Wiley, how are you?
Hey, go ahead. Doing blessed.
So I wanted to address the 6ix9ine situation as
Go
far as
ahead.
snitching goes. I believe the general population would snitch, and this isn't a new phenomenon. They've been with a snitch, just nobody felt comfortable coming out saying it because of the negativity and the backlash of owning up to being a snitch. But this isn't nothing new. People snitch, but now that 6ix9ine is owning being a rat, saying he snitched and why, now people are fairly comfortable to say, yeah, I would do the same thing. So I just don't see anything wrong with that. As far as Meek Mill, he's so focused on 6ix9ine being a snitch. I feel like his focus should be on how bad these gangs are. They're targeting young Black men who don't have fathers or brothers or a male figure to look up to. They're being targeted by these gangs to join these gangs of a promised brotherhood, when in reality, the gangs are using these young men in this climate. They're using them to be on the street corner, sell their dope. They're getting arrested so that the big dogs can't. So why isn't he focusing on the detrimental effects of gangs, and he's focusing all of his energy on 6ix9ine? Fake outrage, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's fake outrage because most people will snitch. Like, come on now. You get into the street.
Yeah.
You go to jail. You're talking about federal, okay? That's different than state. That's different than a regular county jail. Talking about federal, right? You will snitch.
Exactly.
You will snitch, especially if they say you can't see your family 80 some years, even 20, hell, even 5 years. People will tell. I've seen it happen. You're gonna tell it. I think
it's easy.
Yeah,
it's easy to sit here and say, "Oh, I would do this, I would do that this way." It's easy to say that when you're not in that position, but when you're actually in that position, oh, it's a different story.
I feel you on that. Thank you so much, caller. We're gonna move on to the next line. All right.
Thank you.
All right. They calling in. Anonymous, you live on the air.
I feel you on that. Thanks, Wiley.
Can you turn me down the background? Because I heard myself. Go ahead, sister.
I just said greetings. Okay. How are you?
All right. How you doing?
Can you hear me properly?
I can hear you. Go ahead, sister.
Great. This is Mouth Open Story Jump Out. So about Tekashi 6ix9ine, I don't even know his music. I know about all his antics and all the things that he do. And I think
the thing that is making some people upset with Tekashi is that he glorified gangbanging. He put hits out on people. He was going to people's neighborhoods, calling them out, doing the most, threatening people, all that stuff. And then you go to jail, you tell your truth, and you back out here glorifying the same crap again. You know, I just think like, okay, you go to jail, you tell the truth, blah, 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 whatever, then come out and talk about how horrible your experience was, how bad it was, and why people shouldn't get into gangs and why people shouldn't be shooting and killing each other out there. That's not what he's doing. So that's just my opinion on Tekashi 6ix9ine. I don't know anything about his music, didn't see the video, don't listen to his music. And then with Kaya, like one of your callers said just now that Kaya is trash, right? Mm-hmm. The thing is, Trina is a commercial artist. Kaya is an independent artist. Mm-hmm. And let's just give credit where credit is due. Kaya, you know, everyone say, oh, Kaya is a one-hit wonder, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, but her one hit has 70 million streams, more than all of Trina music put together.
I feel on that.
Hit, and she had other songs. There is like how many, over 80 million people or whatever on TikTok streaming Kaya music and all her stuff. All her songs has like 5, 6, 7, 8 million streams, 10 million streams. So clearly people are streaming her music. Clearly people is listening to her music. And people always quick to say, oh, Kaya is trash.
All right. Thank you so much, Mouth Open, because your sound, you got your headphones on or something like that was clicking. But thank you for your point.
That's why I asked if you hear me properly.
Yeah, it was the clicking. Thank you. I hear your point. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, because I agree. When you have one particular hit on there, you can't my neck and my back, 70 million streams on there, still dope, still an iconic anthem. It is what it is. You even go back to Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill got that album, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, still a dope album to this day. And she's still eating off that album. I've never seen like an artist just to go on tour just off that one album. And people are still will give, even if she late or don't show up to the event, they still will go and give her that. All right, 7363 Carly on the air.
Hey Wiley, it's Fat Black. Same one that called just about every day. I'm a new subscriber.
Go ahead.
And I just love your show. I just don't understand like why us as Black people, what about, okay, if he snitched. But what about him getting all those people off the street that was torturing the community? All those gangbangers that's torturing the community, that was recruiting our young brothers and sisters. What about them that's in jail? So nobody don't feel like that he did a good job because of that? That's how I feel.
But that comes from,
you know, I mean,
yeah. Go ahead, sister.
Yeah, I feel that's one thing. And the other thing, I feel like Kaya got plenty of hits. Everybody know Kaya got plenty of hits. Everybody upset because Kaya won't bow down to people in the industry, and she's not gonna kiss nobody behind. Period. And if Trina feel like because Kaya won't bow down to people, maybe she should try to go one-on-one with who she could battle. Because the only thing I know of Trina doing is a bunch of features, and she does have that one song that she had with Trick Daddy, which is a feature as well. And my last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna get off this phone, is that I love the way how you allow people to come on and just say what they say, even if they talking bad about you. I love how you don't cut nobody off, put nobody on mute, or hang up on them. I love that. I love you, like you hear everybody out. It doesn't matter if they drag you or not. You let them say what they gotta say to them, and you going on about your day. You don't let it phase you, and I really appreciate that.
Thank you so very much, caller. All right.
Welcome.
The number is 6467-168-447. She brought up a good point. He did put a lot of bad people away that were torturing the community. But of course, a lot of people I see why a lot of these neighborhoods are bad if you believe in no snitching policy. But if I see something going on, I'm gonna snitch. I'm gonna tell it. Tell it. 7929, call you on air. 7929. Go ahead, caller.
Hi, Wiley.
Hey.
This is Imani. I'm known as Cuz Barbie on YouTube. I had commented on one of your YouTube videos last time when I had watched you. But I do enjoy your show. I just want to talk about this 6ix9ine case and this Trina situation because I'm so tired of fucking Trina. It's just like, well, the 6ix9ine, first of all, I'm not mad at him because he fucking snitched because it's just
no cussing,
like,
but go ahead.
World,
no cussing. Go ahead,
it's
Cole.
like in the real. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I was saying no cussing, but go ahead. Finish your point.
Okay, it's just like in the real world, like, what's wrong, like, with snitching? Like, I'm black, so it's just like, I'm gonna keep, like, going and minding my business. I ain't gonna look for shit to go snitch, but if somebody is doing something hurtful to one of my family, killing one of my people, or something like that, and the police asking me, do I know who the fuck did it? Hell yeah,
no cussing.
Who the fuck did it? I need justice for what the fuck happened. And it's just like,
I said no cussing. I did say that about 3 or 4 times. But I hear her point. I said no cussing, and she's still saying the F word. But I hear your point. I'm going to bring you on, but no cussing. All right, let's bring it back on. 7929, call you on the air.
Hello?
Yeah, no cussing, man, but go ahead and finish your point.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just said I can't hear all that cussing. I don't like that cussing, but go finish your point with no cussing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Trina and Kaya, like, Trina just need to sit down because nobody don't listen to her music. Nobody don't listen to Trick Daddy. Okay, they keep saying, oh yeah, she had this one hit with Trick Daddy. We don't listen to Trick Daddy either. Only time we hear about him is on Love and Hip Hop. We don't care to listen to him. They back in the day, old school, whatever, you know, you may turn them on a few times to get some old school feeling, but they ain't an everyday bop. So Trina talking about she better than someone. You don't even have enough money to pay for your video. You don't even have enough money to pay these people that you owe the money back to. If you were so much of a boss, you wouldn't have put yourself in a situation to be messed over with your album sales and stuff like that. If you so much higher and above, Kaya won't even bother you. Kaya will just be a regular person, just like how everybody else is looking in on your life. But obviously, the stuff that Kaya is saying hits home. So it must be some truth to what Kaya's saying. And you know what I'm saying? Like, address it one time and then don't address it again. But she addressed it too many times. So obviously, it must be something that she's saying that is true. And I like Kaya. Kaya is actually beautiful. Besides, like, the teeth jokes that Bobby was talking about and stuff, everybody got something messed up with them. Not everybody is not everybody is perfect. But Kaya's actually beautiful. Like, she's a hood chick, so she's beautiful in my eyes. Like, she got the nice chocolate skin. I'm all for my chocolate people. And she got beautiful chocolate skin. I love her dreads and stuff like that. Like, she's actually naturally beautiful. Like, and she's chocolate, so I don't really see what's the problem. Trina just need to shut up and just keep, like, the money that she got, she need to go on ahead, buy her little crab legs, you know, smoke a little weed, whatever she gonna do, and just relax, because she ain't even got it the old house she say she got it either. And, like, I watch My Radio. My Radio is my favorite. That's my baby. And it's just like, girl, we know the real you. We break it down each and every day. We know the real you. You ain't gotta lie. But that's all I had to say. And I love 6ix9ine. So, yes, I definitely streamed that song, bopping to it. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. 6467168.
Thank you. And I will be continuing to watch your show and just keep doing you. I love your show.
Thank you.
And I love that you're independent and you don't need a whole hype just to be who you is. It's just like, here I am. You get the real me. And it's not extra. Even though we get an extra tea, it's not extra. Like, you don't make it to be something that is not. Here it is.
Thank you.
Accept it or don't. And I'm going to keep watching. I'm going to keep subscribing to you and keep doing your shit.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's right. bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
Some folks, they love to cuss. That ain't gonna change. You know, some folks, they know the cuss. You know, some folks don't know. You know, some folks got to cuss. It just in their DNA. I'm different. I know when to cuss. When not. I'm a cusser. I am a cusser. And if you go on Patreon, you hear I cuss. I am a cusser, but I know when not to cuss. See, that is a special skill to when you can use profanity and when you don't use profanity. That take a special skill. And unfortunately, everybody don't possess that skill. Everybody don't, especially when that person is mad at you, angry, and you just as calm, you getting together now with one cuss word. That's a special skill that everybody don't possess that skill, right? Everybody don't possess it. I've been in rooms, people cuss me out like a dog. And I'm like, sister, calm down, sister. You had to go. And I just be just as calm and quote scriptures. They really get bad. They cuss more. Well, I love folks when they act ignorant like that in public. And folks be looking like, shit is great. I've been in a room like that. Somebody was cussing me out. And everybody was in the meeting looking like, this lady got a problem. 4826, caller on the air. 4826, go ahead, caller. 4826. Oh, you hang up. All right. 4826, call back. You hang up the phone. All right. A cuss word is like a gunshot. Exactly. I can't help but to cuss when I'm ratchet. You know, some people is ratchet. And I like ratchetness. I love to cuss in the bedroom a lot. Baby doesn't cuss. You know, I'm very ratchet, you know, but sometimes I'm bougie, you know, every once in a while I can get bougie, and some days I can get ratchet. Some days, you know, when I'm real manic and I don't take my medication, I get to cussing. You'll see me on my backup channel with no edges, just cussing down with a whole mohawk on there, cussing, throwing out accusations. You know, if I was manic, but I haven't been manic in a very, 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 very long time. But the number is 646-716-8447. Oh, we've been on for over an hour. Well, that's good. So a lot of people don't give up. So many people hit me up in my email and they talking about me doing YouTube. Let me give you game. Everybody hit me up. Somebody gonna do YouTube. How to grow your channel. It's simple. Just do it. Do it right. Do it good. Do it just like you should. Do it. Just do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. You have to start. Okay? And be consistent. Do it every day. Have thick skin and study. You don't have to pay people to teach you the game. It is too much information out there for you to be paying folks. Just watch folks study, do your own style, and do it every single day. Don't give up. I remember starting this show back in 2011. I only had 1 or 2 listeners, but I always given up. I stopped doing. I said, oh my gosh, ain't nobody listening to me, so I'm going to stop. Then one day I had one of the biggest stories on Blog Talk Radio history. I interviewed a brother that was accused of doing something to 2 of his kids, of his gay kids. And that interview, Justin J. called in. That was the highest rated show I've ever had on Blog Talk Radio. I should have continued, but I stopped. I didn't continue. I stopped. So when I say, hey, I've been blogging for 2011, I really don't put emphasis on that because I have not been doing it faithfully. I've been off and on, off and on, off and on. So if you're going to start doing whatever you do, you have to do it every day, and you have to study. You have to read. You have to what you want to do, whatever. If you want to do a show about cars, you need to research cars and put your own spin to it. But you have to do it every single day. Don't stop. And the reason why I stopped, because I let people get to me. Oh, you're not entertaining. Oh, you boring. They used to say I'm boring. Oh, you slow. You're stupid. You cockeyed. All that stuff got to me. And so let me give up. and it never could get off the ground. I wanted overnight success, and it never happened. And I would do it and everything. Then, of course, we met Mr. Wiggins, and of course, we started doing it. He brought new life into the web, and I started to help him. And then I stopped doing what I was doing, and then he stopped, and I started being consistent. I said, "Come on, brother, you was not built to break." He started back, and then one day I started back on Blog Talk Radio. And then when I started finding what worked for me, Chasing Atlanta came on the scene. We interviewed some people. They put me in their one of their scenes, and I started to grow, and I started to grow again. And then one day I got the phone call, and I thought I was going to go into Mr. Wiggins' chat, and I was blocked. I could have easily cried and just went away and said, you know what, it ain't meant for me. I'm just not that good to do it. But one day I said, no, I'm going to open up the phone lines. I'm going to do the show every single day. Then I had people in my life, like my cousin said, do your show. And I just started to hustle, and I hustle harder, and I'm starting to hustle smarter. Right. And I started to do it every single day. I rarely take a break. When I do take a break, it's so many episodes that you will have to watch. And then when I do take a break, the people request me to come on back. I've took years off of blogging, never received outrage to come back. So anytime I take a day off or just a day off, I would get about a minimum of 50 emails, about 30 calls, texts to come back. Where are you at? We miss you. Come on back. And that's just one day. So consistency. And yes, when you're consistent, you will start to grow. You will start to get things. When I started YouTube, I didn't have no place to call my own. I was sleeping on a couch, on a piece of a couch. I literally did not have access to a restroom because the two people I was staying with, they were getting it in. I couldn't interrupt their love making. So I would have to pee in a cup and throw it out. That was my testimony. So when people say they want what I want, do you really want to go back to the days I had to pee in a cup and wait to use the restroom, or get or walk or take the bus or the train to the gym, because I had a gym membership, to use the restroom because I couldn't go in the restroom because they were getting in with their company. I couldn't interrupt that. And I was doing all of that and being on YouTube. And one day I was working and didn't have a car. And one day people saw me on the bus and the train, and they said, hey, let's get this brother a car. One day a sister called in and people raised money for me to get a down payment. Now we got about 5 or 6 more payments left to pay that car off. And that was all because of my hard work on YouTube. And then when I moved into my place, me and my roommate, we moved in together. Someone called me and they said, hey, Wiley, put a list together so people can buy you things. Because I said, why do they want to do that? Because, Wiley, we love you. We want to give to you. And then one day I got a phone call from a producer, get a pill box so I can send you care packages. And I said, why do you want to send me care packages? Because you make me laugh. When I lost my mother, you were there for me. When I lost my husband, you were there for me. You made me laugh. When I lost people in my life, I can tune into your show and you can make me laugh. So I do want to give to you. No matter what they said, I'm going to give to you because I like to give to people that make and bring joy to my life. My husband watch you. And then some would say my kids watch you. We love to see the Wiley Show. So people started to give. So every time I would go into the PO box, I would get gifts, and people would send me things they would donate. And it is what it is. They would just give, and it is. That's just what it is because of my gift. And I started to look at Steve Harvey, and Steve Harvey said, if you can make somebody laugh, can they give you $5 for that joke? And people are giving me hundreds. They're starting to give more now than they ever have. And I'm getting into my gift. And now one of my dreams is to get on the stage and do stand-up comedy. And so I definitely going to do stand-up comedy one day. And it is what it is. I make people laugh because people are yet going through. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. Everybody cannot call and have the luxury to call their mama. So tomorrow I have to make sure that I'm real funny and entertaining to bring joy to those that don't have a mother to call. So I want to be that outlet for them to see me, to make them laugh, whether if it's boogers in my nose, snot in my nose, or whatever. I just want to make sure that we are there to be entertaining to the audience. I like Wiley because I can watch him with my baby because he's no cussing. I can put him on the Bluetooth and move around. Yes. And I know that this is the main channel. We do not cuss on the main channel. Now, episodes that you did see me really, really cussing, those are like old school episodes, right? But in this new way, I learned that we can't cuss if you want a bigger audience and grow. You really can't do too much cussing on here, And then when you're in a spot where you can be unfiltered, you can be unfiltered because you do have folks like Marlena that do watch with their children and they put them in a Bluetooth. But I learned that very early on in my career that people watches me with their family. So I really can't be too much of a dope why I have to be where everybody can receive the message. Wiley introduced me to YouTube. The second person was Tasha, and then Tracy. He really that he does have a gift. Do you have a link? So we definitely need to say this, and I say this humbly. Anybody that want to start YouTube, do it. Stop saying I want to start and start. If you keep on saying I want to, you will be saying that for the rest of your life. You have to start doing. Cancel out I want to and do it. Do it. This is the time, because of this pandemic, to start producing online content. If you did not do it during this time, then there's something wrong with you, because this was a gift, an opportunity that comes once in a lifetime that the world had to temporarily stop and be sheltered in place, and yet they want some entertainment. And this is the best time to entertain people because everybody is at home and they're watching and they want to be entertained. This is the best time to let your gift shine. No excuses. I remember before I got on this show, I slept. I was on my air mattress. On my air mattress, on my pillow with no pillowcases. And a voice told me, it said, Wiley, get up and do your show. Someone texted me about little Richard, that he passed away. And I said, I just went back to his generation. That they didn't have the luxury that Wiley had, the internet, online. Whatever dream that brother had leaving his house at 13, he did not have online access where you could just reach people instantly. Whatever he had to really work and get whatever he got. So I'm without excuse. Because of his generation, because of my ancestors, because of their hard work, I have been given an opportunity just by a click of a button. I can reach hundreds of people. I don't have to leave my house to even pass out flyers. I don't have to leave my house to pass out flyers and knock on doors and say, hey, I have a show. It's just by a click of a button, you can garner an audience. You can do online networking and strategizing. And I'm doing this out of my house with an air mattress, with a webcam, with a mic, with some lights, with a call-in number. I don't have everything that people want me to have. I don't have the best of the best. Some people think I should have the best equipment. When you start, you may not have the best of the equipment. It's not about that. It's about your talent. The equipment and everything else will come later. I am a living witness of that. Everything that I have now, I'm getting along the road. I was not giving everything when I started. I was not given the top line equipment. I wasn't even given mentors with big platforms to help me get there. Everything that I've gotten is because of hard work. It's because of Wiley. It's because I took a risk on myself and to talk. And you hear my voice and I do what I had to do. No one told me to go purchase Jason Lee's book and go out there and get his book and talk about his book. I did it. And when I did it months later, didn't even know that I was going to be featured on this show. And that's just a small beginning of when you take a risk on yourself where you're going to go. The sky is the limit. And so when he did that, we reach higher heights. And you have to be consistent. If you stop, you will never know where you're going to be. If I would have stopped at 600, I would have never got to 10,000. If I stopped at 10,000, I would never get to 500,000. And your friend might get to 80,000 tomorrow, and you still struggling at 1,000. But if you give up, no telling where you would have won, but you gave up, so we would never know. You have to keep going. Everybody have underestimated Wiley. A lot of people have, and they say, oh, Wiley, you're not at 10,000. You've been on it for years. And I always tell people, you cannot rush success. Can't rush it. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody road is different. Everybody's on a different speed. You might be on this speed, I'm on this speed. But you cannot get distracted because somebody is so far ahead of you. If you stop, you will never know where you could have been. Don't give up. I didn't give up. We started the show with 3, 4, 5, 10 people watching. 12 people watching. Then eventually got to 100. Then it got to 200. Then it got to 300. Then it got to 400. Then it got to 500 subscribers. Then 1,000. Then 2. Now 10. You just got to keep going. You can't stop. And you have to have thick skin. If you don't have thick skin, don't do it. Don't do it. You cannot dominate people to think they're going to always agree with what you believe in. That don't exist in this business. You're going to have people that's going to agree with you, and you're going to have people that's not going to agree with you. It is what it is. Give me 1 second. I'll be right with you. Give me a second. Let me finish this up. I'll be right with you. All right. All right. Don't give up on self. Don't. And I started on the bus, on the train. You hear me entertaining? I could have easily said, no, I want everything. I want the lights. I want the cameras. I want this. I want that. Everything I've gotten is by hard work. You see people talking about Wiley now than you ever have because everything that Wiley been doing has been working. Nobody's going to talk about you're not doing nothing. Who talks about folks that ain't doing nothing? Who do documentary on folks that never did anything? Nothing. Who do series on people that does nothing? They do it because you're doing something. You are popping. And I've learned that. You are a public figure. When I was doing walking, I met someone that is a viewer. And we got into it on our Patreon. I'm not going to get into deep what we talk about on Patreon, but I will tell you this. Wiley, you are a public figure. So make sure you brush your teeth, put mouthwash, make sure your face is clean. Make sure you're smelling good because people are going to come up to you and want to speak to you and take a picture. Your life is now belongs to the public because that is what you want. You can't be nasty. Could have easily said to that woman, no, I don't want no picture from you. Bye, I'm busy. Don't you see me? But you can't do that because that's the gift that you wanted. And I am in a situation where I don't have children. So I'm in the best opportunity to really work as hard as I can. I have the time to give you a lot of time because I don't have children. I don't have a wife. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a relationship that keeps me from doing YouTube. I don't have kids that I'm homeschooling. I don't have any of that. So if I want to go live for 24 hours, I can do it because I don't have that time. I don't have those type of responsibilities yet. But one day I will have those responsibilities. And I'm working hard. So when I do have those responsibilities, that they don't have to suffer like I've suffered. That they don't have to share one thing with 6, 8 other siblings because you can't afford it for everybody. They don't have to do that. So they'll be able to afford and live a very luxury life. That's why I sacrifice so much. That's why I sacrifice so much. And we thank you all for that. So when people ask me to start YouTube, I always say, start it. And do it every day. And network. Don't give up on yourself. It's going to be people that are going to drag you, but embrace it. As long as they drag you, that's more publicity when it comes to this online stuff. They're going to drag you every single day. Some people going to get dragged more than others, and I'm one of the ones on the daily get dragged. And you have to embrace it. And so when I met this woman, when I was walking, she said, Wiley, I see that you don't care what they say about you online. I say, ma'am, I don't. It's entertainment. She's just by looking at you, you don't even know. I said, no, I don't care. I don't. What I care about is entertaining people. I don't care about what someone have to say about me negative, and if it's a lie, why should I give that any energy of caring to a point and let that affect me? Sorry, not gonna happen. I just entertain people, and some people ain't gonna like it when you tell it like it is. It is what it is. They're not gonna like it that you telling the truth. They're not gonna like it that you can make people laugh. They're not gonna like it that the way how you look, being cockeyed, dark skinned, not that attracted to some, can garner an audience. And you can. I'm going to be the one that literally people, young boys and girls that get bullied can look at me and say, if Wiley can do it, I can do it. Never would have known being in 8th grade getting burned by a cigarette lighter by someone in my class that I will be sitting here talking with hundreds of people with merchandise with my face on a shirt and people is buying it. I would never have known that. A guy that got slapped in his head, papers put out of here, flying down the street, that I will have shirts for sale. Never would have known that. Never would have known that being in the lunchroom when a girl come up to me and slap me in my face in the lunchroom just because she knew she could do it and I wouldn't do anything back, that I will be sitting here talking to hundreds of people from around the world. But I could have easily given up. Could have easily taken myself out. Never would have thought me being butt naked and being tased by the police that I'll be talking to hundreds of people on a daily. Never would have thought me ending up in a Dallas County jail with paper around me in a mental ward, cold, that I'll be talking with hundreds of people. That's why I'm glad I did not give up. Because I'm being rewarded for my hard work. And when you get rewarded for your hard work, guess what? You're going to work harder because I'm drinking bigger and better. I'm not going to stop until I'm debt free. And then I'm not going to stop until I can be able to retire people in my family, people around me, to completely retire them. I'm not going to stop until I'm able to write my mother a check for $3 million. Not going to stop until I'm able to write my grandmother a check for $3 million. Not going to stop until I'm able to, everybody in my family, that they all eat well. Just not going to stop. And I sacrifice so much sleep, rest, and everything when it comes to this show. I want to be able to call my mother and say, Mama, here you go. You don't never have to think about money again. That's why I work so hard. And that's why I talk about them so much too, because it's entertainment. And I will always talk about my family. That makes my show different. Because we don't just drag celebrities. I could drag my family. And it's entertaining. And out of the dragging, many people will tell about their issues with their mama, with their dad, with their grandpa, with their brothers, and with their sisters. That's what makes this show different. And I'm thank God that you all are here. And for those that have given and donated to us and given to us, and we thank you. I thank God for those that have went on Walmart and helped our wish list and bought us this this blue Yeti. That bought us this blue Yeti. Okay. I thank God for these people that's been doing it. And people gonna talk about you, but when you make people laugh, they gonna give. Period. I make people laugh for a living. I bring joy to their heart. So when I ask them for something, they will do it. Some you don't have to ask, they just gonna do it just because they got it and it's good. And so when I see people criticize my audience and call them old church ladies, they say it because they wish they had the type of audience that I had, that people will invest. And they're saying it, and these are very big people, big in numbers, but they know we got to stop him because we don't want him to sit at 70, 80,000, 100,000 people. There's no way in the world we can let Wiley sit in there. So let's stop him at 10. Let's stop him now because he's creeping up. He's making too much noise at 10. There's no way in the world when he get to 80 and 90 how much noise he gonna make, because he's making a whole hell of a lot of noise at 10,000. You would think that I'm at 100,000. Why would Jason Lee talk about Wiley? I'm not up there with Tasha K, nowhere near her in numbers. But you talk about personality, that's a whole nother conversation. It's because of my personality doors are opening up. It's because of my personality and my work ethic. Some doors going to open up to me. It's going to shock a lot of people. They're going to be shocked. They're going to be shocked because they're going to be like, how can this be? This man looking like that? Because I serve a powerful, good God. Because so many people, so many greats say, this is what you do. You work hard. You be consistent. You believe in self. You take risk. You have to drop fear. All of this stuff. And I'm applying these principles that people have been preaching for years. And it's working. And it's working. It's hard work, but it's working. The whole smear campaign turn on people who pay membership. I was just saying on Wiley, but Wiley is the one obsessed. And I will tell you this, just keep watching, folks. My name don't be mentioned for a reason. It's because they don't want me to grow. They don't want me to sit at those seats. Some have even went to so low to put my name in a contract. And I want to respond to that. You are limiting yourself. Never put somebody's name in a contract that you never want to work with. Because that same person, God might test you with that same person to see how good or bad you really are. Never do that. Putting people's name in there, because the same person you put in there might be the same person you might need to help you. Because you never know. You might be upset in 2020, but what about in 2030? What about in 2040? And I said this in healthcare. We had a meeting and the lady said, you know, Wiley, you got to be careful leaving bad, because the same way how you move as a CNA, DONs move too. And if you is known as being a bad worker and talking bad, negative about DONs, you know, when they move around and you try to get the other job, guess what? They ain't gonna let you move. They're gonna say, not him. He's bad to work with. So you always want to be careful. The same way they move. And never think that you ain't gonna never work with that person again. Because the same person you think you ain't gonna never work with, you're gonna be the same one you have to wind up working with. I've seen it happen in the industry. You never know. You never know where God's gonna take me. You never know. You just never ever know. You can't speak. You just never know. You just never know what rooms are you going to be in. What rooms are you going to be in? You never know, Jewel, what rooms you're going to be in. So when you say, I don't want to be with this person, that person might be the very person that can give you access to your dream. I don't know if you're going to be dumb and stupid enough to walk away because your ego is bruised and that you have to eat up your words and that you have to do something that a lot of folks don't like to do is ask for forgiveness. You don't know. You really don't know. I had a friend. We did a show together and we fell out. And that friend had a party promotion company. And they were looking for an artist to perform. And Brandy was booked for the Women's Expo in Chicago, I believe on a Friday or Saturday, whatever it is. But they were looking for somebody to book for their event. I called that person that me and him really didn't get along, but I knew that he needed this and it would be a good look for his company. So I said, Brandy, they didn't believe me. I gave them the contact. They contacted the person and they were able to book Brandy. Then that person said, you know, Wiley, thank you for that. You can come to the event for free, take pictures and talk and all that good stuff. And that's why I was able to take that one and only picture with Brandy with them sunglasses on. I think the one and only picture, I think I have sunglasses on that one. I was able to take that because you just never know where that person going to be. Yet we had a show. One of the guys on the show, he passed away. And he went on, he had his online party promotion. He had a party promotion. And I went on and I helped him with that Brandy Connect. And it was so great. And Brandy did a video thanking that person, thanking him, telling him how good he was and how great, how nervous he was. But what if he would have said, I would have never worked with Wiley? Wiley's in my contract. What if he would have said, I will never work with Wiley? I'm going to put him in my contract. He would have never gotten Brandy. Because the person that you got in the contract got the connection to get you Brandy. Because you just never know who I know. Some folks going to learn that the hard way. Some folks going to eat them words up and they're going to learn it the hard way. And they battle with that a lot. I tell some folks this. I say this, and people think I'm wrong for saying it. I said, son, brother, bro, sister, put that liquor bottle down. You drinking a little bit too much. You growing, and that liquor gonna be a big problem. Because a lot of these people gonna put you in that room, and guess what they're gonna push you? They're gonna push liquor. Here you go some liquor. They're gonna set you up, and that liquor gonna be on the scene. You need to cut it out right then and there because you can't handle it like that. You do too much of that drinking. Who want to attach themselves to somebody that they get so drunk and they just spew out so much stuff, then they got to come and apologize. That's a disaster that them people going to have to deal with. Let that liquor go. Some of y'all drinking a little bit too much and y'all saying a little bit too much and you regret saying it. Let that liquor go. But some of y'all can't let it go because y'all try to do a live without drinking and you can't, and you ain't got that same type of personality. You just as dull and stale when you ain't got that. I know some folks that be just drinking. When they try to put that liquor down, they just be just as sad because they feeding for that bottle. They can't do it. They try to do it, but they say, I got to give me some liquor. Some folks, if they don't do it, they're going to have so many health problems with all that liquor. Being addicted to alcohol do damage your body. I had a deacon in our church. He drank so much and he died, and his room smelled just like liquor. He died from that. My uncle said, you need to lay off the bottle. It's too much. It's affecting your health. He didn't listen, kept going to the hospital. God bring him out. He kept going. Then one day he went in there and he did not return. He died. In that room smelled just like liquor. We all knew what he died from because you smelt the death. You just smelt the liquor. But he did not listen. We said, let it go. It's affecting your health. Please get off it. He didn't do it. And he died. And that's what I knew. Liquor, you have those that can drink occasionally. Then you have those that are addicted to it. Especially if you drink in the morning, you drink in the afternoon, you drink all night, every day. You got those that could just drink. I'm going to go to the club, drink a little something. Oh, they leave it alone. You got those Monday you drinking. Tuesday you drinking a lot. And you drink so much that you black out. You don't remember what you said the day before. That's when you have a problem. When you drink so much and you can't remember what you said the day before, I think you need to stop drinking. You said this about Miss Shirley Rand, and you said this about Miss Keke Can. I said that. I ain't mean to say that, but you were drunk. You know I was drinking. You need to stop doing that. I've seen people call their bosses drunk. They had to come and apologize. They show up to some, I've been in rooms, some folks got so drunk, embarrassed themselves at the workplace, they had to quit because they couldn't deal with the embarrassment. They said, Marquise, want to drink? No. Because I already know once I get drunk, a whole nother personality come out, and I don't want that personality to come out. So I will not be drinking. Wiley, come on, drink this. Drink 15 shots. Take it to the head. I can't do it. Because you're going to see a whole nother side, and I don't want to see that person. Not in this type of elevation. So I'd rather drink some water and a little bit of coffee and leave it alone. But unfortunately, some people can't stop drinking. Some people can't. And one thing about YouTube, listen to these new YouTubers. You have live, you have StreamYard. Just do it every day. It's no big secret. It's just do it you could do a video today or tomorrow and it can go viral. You could talk about a story and you get so many audience just off one video. But you would never know if you never click that button and go live. You would never know if you record your video and put it out there to the masses. You would never know. And it's not going to happen. Don't think it's going to happen overnight for you. This is a process. This is, you got to work at it. You cannot rush it. This is a process. Don't think that just because you've been doing it for 3 years, it might take you in 6, it might take you 10, but you got to keep doing it. Just look at what's the guy's name from oh my gosh, not Bobby Lights. Oh my gosh, she played in that movie in ballroom scene. In the ballroom scene, the Pose. What's the main character in Pose? The man, one of the main characters, he wear dresses. He's gonna play Billy Porter. Billy Porter been in Broadway for a long time. But he had been in Broadway for all these years, but he never had that national success, that international success. But one day, one role changed his life forever. But people in the Broadway circle knew who Billy Porter was. But me, I didn't know who he was until he got on Pose.
90
But he kept
seconds.
working. Now in his 40s and 50s, he's doing really well now. The money, the checks is coming in. The roles is coming in. It is. Then you got Tiffany Haddish. She been struggling, homeless, sleeping in her car. And Jamie Foxx had to give her some money for a room, gave her some money for a room because she was homeless. Now Tiffany Haddish is helping put other comedians on. But what if she would have stopped when she was homeless, though? What if Steve Harvey would have stopped sleeping in his car? What if Tyler Perry would have stopped being homeless? What if he would have given up after his show, I Know I've Been Changed, flop? What if he would have said, skip it, I give up? He would have never been known as the mogul that he is, having his own studio, employing hundreds of people. That would have never happened if he would have given up back in the 90s. So you have to keep going. And God has put people on this earth that you can look at their stories and learn from it. Now, some of y'all going to take my advice and apply it and do well. Some of y'all going to be just like some people are. They always going to say, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it one day. I have a friend. He travel around the world all the time. I used to say, friend, why don't you get your travel blog? He never did it. Now he see me growing. Now he wishes he would have gotten it because he would have been sent on a gold mine out of all the places he have been. But he always said, I'm going to do it one day. And then he told me one day, he said, Wiley, I wish I would have listened to you a couple of years back. I would literally been having good checks coming in the mail if I would have listened to you. I said, yeah. I said, but it's never too late. You're still breathing. So whenever you get to go back traveling, always take your camera and start doing it. Never give up. And then even if you can't, the pictures and stuff like that you can still make videos about your experience, about your travel. You still yet can do it. As long as you got breath in your body, that's another chance to do what you got to do. As long as you're on earth, do it. And that's it. That was me being positive and all that type of stuff. All right, I got to go. I want to put on here. I want to thank y'all so much that was super chatting and Cash App, and thank y'all so very much for y'all blessings, for y'all giving to us. We thank you all so very much for that. I also want to give a special shout out to all of the producers that's in here. Thank you to all the people that have subscribed to the show. We are on our way to higher heights. I want to thank those that came on Patreon on yesterday. That was dope. It was great. I think that was dope for people that came on Patreon. I think that was lady lit. So if you're not on Patreon, make sure y'all go and click on the link because we put a video up there and it was lit last night. And we will be back on Patreon next week. And we got videos up there, posts up there, and it's only $1.99. Some people have even pledged $5, some more as 10. But the minimum you can pledge is $1.99. So we thank you all for that. Thank you so very much for everybody that has been cash apping us today. Thank you so very much for the love and for the support. And make sure y'all go check out Katie Talk 101. We love her. We think that was dope that she came on Two Man and a Lady. Thank y'all so much for subscribing to Ear Hustler Podcast. They're on their way to 1,000 subscribers. So that was dope. Gotta go because we've been on here for 2 hours. Let me play my outro because some people might get mad about the outro. Let's go. Let's play the outro before we gotta get up out of here.
Yeah, hope y'all had a good time on the Wiley Show. And as always, hit that cash app at Marquise Wiley 28. That's MarquisWiley 28. Hit us up at PO Box 701122, Dallas, Texas 75370. Follow Wiley on Instagram at Wiley Show. Until then, see you next time.